Okay, here we are, back again. Jim Pettibone here with Skyhaven. And, oh, for the excitement, more tutorials. Get to listen to me drone on for a little while here. We got flight contracts and scheduling, or schedule, whatever. Anyway, so let's go here. Flight contracts. Flight contracts are primary objective and source of your income. A flight contract involves the actions of you accepting or signing it, scheduling it, performing all the required service for it, and successfully or unsuccessfully finishing it. Each control will specify the services required, or services it requires. If you do not have a particular service or flight contract, you will not be able to sign it or accept it. Each contract also gives you a certain amount of income based on the number of services it requires. The more services, the higher the income. However, the fine for failing to perform these services also varies based on this. Flight contracts come in two types. It takes forever. Oh, come on. On demand. In the beginning of the game, these will be the first flights you're going to have or be able to accept. Okay, we're doing that now. On-demand contracts, spontaneously, lower left screen. One of them shows up. Time bar indicates countdown. Third to show you the time left before that specific flight expires, at which point you will not be able to accept it. So on the on-demand flights, by nature, depending on their present moment, you cannot really do any kind of long-term scheduling with them. On the other hand, they are fairly simple and a very simple way to start the game. Flight of this type will be shown as either cargo or passenger, which will also display the flight's number and tooltip, and the logo of the airline will be displayed as well. Okay, on-demand flight, we've been doing that, so that's not really, that's pretty much said and done. Schedule contracts. This is where I was trying to schedule contracts and I was lost. These contracts are more complex and be available after researching flight management. Okay. Once you have the option to sign contracts with airlines, head over to the contracts window located in the lower right of the screen. Firstly, you need to go over the airlines tab. You will need to go over to the Airlines tab and sign a major contract with any of the available airline companies. After this is done, several flight contracts from that specific airline will become viable in the Contracts tab. Maybe that's what I didn't do. Here you can see a full list of the available and not available flight contracts from airline companies you signed with. Each contract will now have a general information related to the contract terms: flight type, passenger or cargo, airline logo, contract status, number of flights, referring to the number of flights per day, cycles count, referring to the number of days flight will operate once scheduled, ramp size required for the contract's airliners, another or airliner type that will be serviced, and required services, and money information, signing bonus, average income, and penalties. Okay, that makes more sense. Once signed, the contract flights will be visible to the Be Scheduled Flights section of the schedule window. Every contract flight will have its own flight block, which relies on a condensed version of information that was visible in the contract window. Each flight block shows the services required for the flight, cycles count, income, and parts of the day required for the flight, indicated by the color-coded flight block corridors. Length of the flight block relates to the time reserved for this flight. So the longer the flight block, the more time it will occupy the schedule. Okay, making kind of sense. The first and last 15 minutes of each flight is regarded as time slot reserved for landing, taking off. This is important as there are limit how many of these time slots you can schedule per runway at the same time, and is displayed by the little indicator in the indicator section in the upper right corner of the screen. They're right by the middle. The benefit of scheduled contracts over on-demand contracts is these ones offer a better solution for managing your day-to-day operations in a larger scope. Once you have your schedule set, you can focus on other aspects of the airport while flights come and go automatically. The flight blocks can be scheduled anywhere in the available time, but you must schedule them with the up or within the upcoming 3 hours. The first flight will come in on the following day. This will be indicated by some kind of icon, an arrow with two red things over it. On the flight block's upper day corner, and naturally any flight blocks that can be moved around the schedule at a later time. All right. Wow. Okay. There are factors you should be aware of when accepting or scheduling flights, or else you may fail to service flights on time, and to have them land. What? Accepting flights, or else you may fail to service flights on time, to have them land at all. That will result in serious penalties. These factors include the airport's working hours, the airport's operational from 7 to 7. Beyond this time period, there is a nighttime which you can use for anything but taking in flights, at least in the early years of flight travel. Number of airplanes at the airport limit. You will not be able to receive scheduled airliners if your limit is reached, which in case the number of airliners at your airport should be lower than the limit increased. Yeah. What? The number of airplanes at the airport limit. Okay. Ramp availability. Made to make sure you have enough ramps to be freed up for the flight's assigned arrival time. Okay. Number of operations allowed per landing takeoff time slot. This can be important when needing to schedule a number of flights in a confined time zone. Inefficient, blocked, or missing workers. Plan your service facilities layout, number, and availability of vehicles in mind, with the number of ramps assigned to them, in the distance and routes it takes for the vehicles and airliners to get their destination, and load amounts of needing delivered, as well as time needed for them. All of these can affect one another, and in a bad case scenario, create queues. Contract negotiating and renegotiating. Once you have contract negotiating research in the research lab, you will have the option to alter some terms of flight contract, either before or after having signed the contract. Although renegotiation, unlike negotiation, includes an extra fee. When you open up the details of the contract in the contracts window, you can set your preferred turnaround time and or penalty amount, and one of these affects the other. So usually you decrease your penalty turn amount, the turnaround time will increase. So if you change the turnaround time of the contract whose flights are already scheduled, you may need to reschedule them, as they will be returned to the to be scheduled flight section. Schedule. This isn't very long. The schedule window in Skyhaven allows you to create fleshed out day-to-day long-term airport operation involving multiple flight contracts and ramps. You can schedule assigned flights. You have research flight scheduling in the research lab. Here's an overview of that schedule. Okay. I'll just leave that there. Last day's report tells you what happened yesterday. The ramp's header, what it's made of, contains filters that allow you to enable or disable the visibility of either on-demand assigned ramps or scheduling ramps. Or you can also filter ramp types: grass, tarmac, concrete, and modern. Ramp icon shows a small image of the actual ramp in the row represents along with its number. If the ramp is turned off or doesn't have a taxiway connection from either or both of its sides, it will be indicated as a turned off badge with no connection badge. Directly on the ramp icon. Turn on off toggle button. You decide. You to either make the ramp non-operational for any reason, such as removing it, or to turn it back on. Here is one of the places you can do it. Note that a ramp is process. Note if the ramp is in the process of an operation, it will finish its operations properly first before being turned off, in which case the status of the ramp will be stopping. Ramps contract types. These two represent schedules: contract type, on-demand, contract type, and show which ramp is assigned to. You can switch between them by clicking on them. Note that only the scheduled contract type ramps have the option to have flight scheduled for them. Ramp assignment services. This is not making, sorry. Ramp assignment services. Service icons show which services are already set up and assigned for each ramp. Timeline displays time 15-minute increments. Timeline separated 4 parts a day: night, morning, day, and evening. Nighttime is usually non-operational, meaning you will not be able to schedule flights here. Landing, takeoff, operation, slots row. Well, okay. Slots row. Here you will see numbers of any of the 15-minute time increments with a little, looks like a barrel with a green barrel, that show how many first or last 15 minutes reserved for the flight block schedule. The higher the number, the more landings takeoff to be scheduled to take place at the same time. You can cram up your taxiways and roads with queues. Flight logos. Switch between two visual looks for flight blocks. One will display all services required for a flight. The other will display the airline company's logos. Scheduled flights. Flight blocks have already been scheduled. They will remain scheduled until you remove them from the flight schedule or until their cycle count, number of days remaining, runs out. Flights being scheduled. As you move flight blocks from the to-be scheduled flights panel onto the schedule or from their previously scheduled places elsewhere, you will notice these flight blocks that have a yellow tint and border. These indicate the blocks are being scheduled and will remain so until you finish scheduling them by confirming your changes or declining them. Wrongly placed flight block. A flight block will not... Are we supposed to be looking at this? Okay, down. Wrongly placed flight block. A flight block will not be placed in the schedule if it defies any requirements. This can include being moved from non-operating hours or unsuitable contract times, depending on the contract term, airport hours. Being moved an on-demand contract type assigned row or being moved to a place already occupied by flight block. Schedule contract type assigned ramp now. These allow flight blocks to be placed on them and on-demand contract type assigning ramp row, visually different than the other control type ramp row, being filled out with striped texture. You cannot reschedule these flights. You cannot reschedule flights on these. These take in only on-demand flights. To be scheduled flights can be collapsed or expanded. Flights panel in case any flights form. This flights panel includes any flights, forms, signed contracts that have not been scheduled yet. It is a header. Its header contains a clickable service icons which you can use to filter the flights based on the services. 16. Controls for flights being scheduled. As you can make changes to the schedule, these will become available. Undo a change, redo a change, confirm your changes, cancel your changes. To be scheduled flights. Here all flights that are not scheduled but are available for scheduling will be displayed. There's a limit of 5 to be scheduled flight. There is a limit of 5 to be scheduled initially, but you can increase it by doing research like flight management in the research lab. But all right, let's continue playing. And we're at nighttime. What time nighttime is this? Is it moving? No. Daytime work hours have ended. During the late hours, you will be unable to accept any more flights and will have to wait until morning, 7 a.m., for flights to continue coming in. Use this time to focus on improving other aspects of your airport. Okay. And this is not moving. Nothing's changing. I have $734. Not like a whole lot I can do. Or is there? Not really. I could put in another ramp, I guess. Maybe. Grass ramp. What's it? Maintenance. $1 a day. 1917. If we put one of these in, so it's the same as these, or should I put like over here? Rotate. R. Okay, that's okay, that's like that. Okay. Oh, may the force be with you. Grass strip, grass taxiway. Can we go from here to there? Stop! Okay, grass road. Now, here comes the tricky part. And then come down there. There and there. And ramp's not connected to any facility, so this is our cargo storage. And okay, and yeah. Yep. Okay. And you. Nope. You. And you. Yep. Okay. All right. So, is this hooked up to our... No, it's not. Let's hook that up. There. There-ish. Maybe-ish. Alright. Let's, okay, we've got cargo. Cargo storage. We got lots of cargo storage. Fuel. Fuel storage. I think we're good. I think we're good. And we're going like supersonic, so unless I missed okay, what are we doing? Office furniture. Great. What's this? Okay, airports. Okay. So now, we got. Now we have 10 minutes to clog up the airport. Well, actually, we still have to wait. We still have to wait. 77%. And our airport opens in an hour-ish. Hour. Yeah, we need to make money. Not gonna be able to do a whole lot with 183. Okay, let's let's go. Let's. You can tell this game is just almost beyond me. All right. Turboprop. So we got 4 stands. Now we need to research something here shortly. Research complete. Okay, let's okay, we paused that. Okay. Okay. Alright, I guess that just keeps repeating itself. Alright, so research. What are we going to research? What's this do? Air traffic control. All after worldwide news broke out on a collision between an arriving and departing aircraft in Croydon, it now becoming necessary that someone informs the pilots about the conditions of the runway, the wind directions, existence of other aircraft or vehicles in the area, using flags, flashing lights, or radio communications. The air traffic control service tower ensures all mentioned safety precautions and increases the airport's operations per time slot limit as well as the number of dispatched aircraft. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, what? Construction. No, office work, paper trip. By flight scheduling. All right. Flights on request are dead end. In order to reach a new level of efficiency, a fundamentally different approach is required. Trains have been running on schedules for many years. You should take note from something that already works. It's time for airplanes to arrive and depart in time. I have 5 in total signed flights simultaneously. Okay. All right. Okay. There. Get rid of that. Okay. Let's open this back up. Incoming flights. All right. Let's just put you there. Let's put you there. Let's put you there. Of course, I have no idea whether I'm doing any of this right or not. Nobody's yelling at me yet. Nobody's pointing fingers. God, let's go this one. You go there. You want fuel, but you're more, and you there. I don't know if we're making money off cargo, or I guess we have to do these at some point. Aircraft transport. Alright, take you, put you there. Click, click, click. Alright. Let's just speed it up. You, oops, you, there. Okay, we'll put you there. Staff. Okay, what do we do you there? And what do we do you there? And what we do you there? What we do you there? And wait. Pause. What's this? New contracts. Okay. And oh yeah. Okay. New contracts. Yeah. New contracts. Dismiss. Dismiss. There. What time is it? It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. Wow. There we go. These planes lined up. Okay, this perhaps was a mistake. Okay, let's take you, put you in there. Or what they said about queues? And how's my baggage? Cargo storage? Yeah, 27. Okay, let's take you and take you. How's our fuel storage? Oh, pretty bad. We don't have a contract to refill. Supply management. No, I've just got things everywhere here. Supply management, daily, operate, no, new contract. Instant, I don't know what you mean. Yep. Okay, and take you, put you there. Oops. You there. So if I'm you there, 5,000, sir. Okay. I'm not really sure if this is still. We should have. Okay, at noon we should get a delivery of packages. Noon and midnight, I think. Maybe not. We'll see. In 15 minutes. But we made 3,000. Well, we got all kinds of empty ramps now. Let's take you, and let's take you. Noon. Yep, packages arrived. And I'm not. And I'm just not sure how that packaging stuff works. What are you doing? You're stuck. Because what's going on here? Oh, there's an airplane. Okay, let's take that one. Because the packages. Okay. Fundamental, huge problem here. Okay, let's take you two. Because you can't go anywhere because they're coming in. So, okay, I am starting to understand part of this. Yeah, that's bad. I should have turned this one around. Because all these planes are coming out now. Alright, let's put you there. Put you, oh come on, there, and you, there, and you, there. Yeah, this is bad. This is screwed up horribly because he's going to back up there because he can't get into a landing spot. You're going to come in. I should have put it this way. Okay, we'll do that tonight. I think we'll have enough money to yeah, that's what my problem is. This one should be turned around. Plus $48 for the unload. $276 for fueling. What are you waiting for? Research complete. Alright. Dismiss that. Okay. Alright. Let's pause it for a second. Oh, okay. Already did. Alright. What's this do? Incoming, outgoing documents significantly reduces chaos among the work environments. Rewards workflow boost. Takes a day and 3 hours. What's this? A day and 3 hours. What else can we do? Well, we're not worried about passenger services yet. Advanced barrel logistics. Having the experience of refueling aircraft, you can now develop a more efficient storage layout. This will allow the load barrels into 2 cars at the same time. This will allow to load 2 barrels into 2 cars at the same time. What's this do? Let's do the, probably not, but let's do that. Alright, back over here. We don't have any free spots. Now we do. Let's go there. Okay, you're offloading. So we got $78 for that. Oh, now we have to let's take you, put you in. Oh, let's take you. Oh, why is this not? Oh, I see what. Okay. Landing fee, $10. Yeah, we're gonna have to. When nighttime comes, evening, when these planes leave, go and. I doubt we're gonna get another aircraft in. We need to turn this ramp around, which means we have to. Alright, ramp 3. It'll be like one of the last flights. And there, I don't know. There. I don't know. Well, this is working right. What are we at? Huh. Well, there you go. It's that time. Actually, it's over that time. Right over. I think I'm finally understanding part of this, but I mean, we can still mess it up so badly. We're going to have to go in during the night, tear this ramp up, replace this road. Yeah, that's what we're going to have to do. So they can come in here and come in here, go there instead of coming down here and there. So I hope you're enjoying this. Comments, suggestions, feedback, greatly appreciated. You know who you are. You're gonna let me know what I'm doing wrong. Lost. Don't remember. Subscribe. See if I can even get a modern airplane in here, or a non-bi-wing when the 1930s come or whatever. That could be a long time, I think. We only got by one day. So, I don't know how time compression works. I thought we were in 1917 or 1918 now. Anyway, again, I hope you enjoyed this. I thank you for watching, and we will be back in the future with a new episode.